Hi, in this video, we would be discussing about identifier. Identifier in Python. So what is identifier and the rules to define the identifiers in Python. So what is identifier? An identifier is a name which is used to identify entities like function, variable, class, module, and etc. So whenever we want to define any variable, we need to follow few rules to define identifier. Rules to define identifier. So whenever we define any type of identifier in Python like variable names and all, so we need to follow few rules, like we can create an identifier with the combination of alphabet. It could be uppercase and lowercase with the digits, and identifiers could contain underscore as well. Identifier's value should not start with digits and it should not contain any special character. Please remember, identifiers are case sensitive in Python. Let's have a look into practical approach to understand it better. Let's open Jupyter Notebook. Let's rename this to Identifiers in Python. So we need to recall each and everything. As we know, the identifiers could be the combination of alphabets, which could be uppercase or lowercase, and digits. Like for the alphabet could be A to Z in capital letters, or small a to small z in lowercase. For digits it could be 0 to 9 and underscore. So let's create a new variable like name. Name equals to Uma. So we want to print this as well. Print is a function to print the value. So now we can have a look like Uma has been printed. Another variable we can try, that is num is equals to 1 2 3 4. We need to edit this print like value of num comma num. So now this is 1 2 3 4. This is our variable. As we know, we can include underscore as well as digits. So let's try for that. Name underscore 1 2 3 is equals to Shankar. So let's have a look what it could print. So yes, Shankar is printed. Second rule to define identifier is identifiers. Identifiers are case sensitive, which means num and num are different variables. So let's have a look. 3 4 5 6 and 5 6 7 8. So as you can see, we have written capital N over here and a small n here. So these are two different identifiers. Let's print it. No caps, it's a case sensitive. Print value of num is num and print value of num is num. So let's print it. So we can see this, like variables name are same, but due to uppercase and lowercase, it's two identifiers. As we have discussed, identifiers should not start with digits. So let's try for this example, like 123 underscore num is equals to 4567. So there should be an error. So now this rule follows: identifier should not start with digits. Another rule to create identifier is identifier should not contains any special character. So let's try for this. Like we have num underscore is equals to 1 2 3 4 5. There should be an error. Yes, so this rule also follows. Let's try for a few simple example for addition and subtraction with rules to define identifier. So suppose we have a variable num is equals to 20 and num is equals to 40. So we can see that two variables has been defined with the same name, but for Python these are not same because the first one is having a small letter and the second one is having capital letter. So these are two different variables for Python. Let's try to add this. So firstly we want to print this thing, like print value of num and num, comma num comma num. These are two different nums, correct? So 20 and 40. So let's try to add this. Sum of var is equals to num plus num. Let's try to print this one as well. Print value of sum var is equals to sum var. So the output is 60. So if this num variable and the other num variable is same, that should be an error. For Python, these variables are not same. That's why we are getting sum. So let's try for a character variable. Name underscore f, this could be the first name, it's Uma. Name underscore m, it could be the middle name, Shankar. Name underscore l, it could be the last name, Sani. Let's try to print all. So if I would try to run this, it should throw me an error. Why? Because Python is a case sensitive and we have mentioned P here as a capital letter. So it should be a small. Print. So let's try to print all. Value of name f, comma name f. Let's copy so that we should not waste our time. Name f, m and l. So we have printed. So now we are trying to add these variable to make a new variable known as full name is equals to name underscore f plus sign. We also want to add a space between variables. Name underscore m. So let's name underscore l. Correct. So let's try to print this one. Print value of full name is full name. So that's it.